Good day, one and all, and to one and all, a good day. My name is Lewis, also known as Speedy, welcoming you to what is hopefully going to be the first proper recorded gaming footage that I will have done. You join me on the Xbox One edition of Forza Horizon 3. And you also join me with this little monstrosity, for lack of better phrasing. This is the 2015 Polaris Razor EPS 1000. Let me think. Quick few notes about the car. It's called the 1000 because of the size of the engine, which is 999 cubic centimeters. It has the 0 to 60 time of a shed, and it makes a god-awful noise, and as you can see, it is absolutely hideous. The only good thing that I can think of about this car, and I unfortunately can't show this off now, is the fact that the doors open backwards. They are what are known as suicide doors, which is very cool. Pity about the rest of the car. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the car. We are here to talk about a little test track that I have managed to cobble together for a car show that myself and a couple of my friends, yes, I have friends, shut up, that me and a couple of my friends are going to be working on. The track is called The Roller. So we start here at the Park's Satellite Array street sign. From there, then, what we do is we cross this road. Random Fiesta. And then from this point onwards, it is all effectively a dirt track. So we start off down here through turn 1, which is a sweeping left-hand downhill turn. And then we come on to the Satellite Straight. 3 guesses as to why it is called the Satellite Straight, ladies and gentlemen. 3 guesses, that's all I'm giving you. Anyway, so we come down the Satellite Straight, and I am going to have to use the drone's turbo function. As you can see, the Satellite Straight, really long straight. So we're going until eventually, oh! We come to this turn. This turn is what's known as cabin corner. Again, 3 guesses why that is. Come on, guess. Anyway, from here, I'm going to raise the drone up a little bit. We go through this turn that, we go down a straightaway that isn't really a straightaway. And then we come to the 3rd turn, which is titled Tree Turn. Again, 3 reasons, or 3 guesses even. 3 guesses. Anyways, as you can see, nice long sweeping straightaway compared to cabin corner, which is actually a lot tighter than it looks. And then we come on to this straightaway, which I did initially call this straightaway the Dirty Straight. And then I realised, 1, just how politically incorrect it sounds, and 2, naturally, as a result of it sounding politically incorrect, I then realised just how offensive it sounds. So I thought, I know, I'll call it the Dirty Pass, which is something that the England rugby team are all too familiar with. Wales, Wales. Sorry. And then come down this hill, which is titled The Dip. Train! Sorry about that, I got easily distracted by possibly the best grounded mode of transport ever. Anyways, from the dip, we come up to this nice sweeping right-hander. One of only 2 right-handers actually on the roller. And in fact, here comes an AI-piloted car to demonstrate it. Stellar. Anyways, this turn is called the Snake. From the Snake, we come down this itty-bitty straightaway. And this is where the tarmac meets the dirt again for a corner called the S's. I know it's not a proper S bend, but cut me some slack. Through the S's, and then we jump back onto the tarmac for the home stretch. Nice big open tarmac straightaway, as you can all see. There is our car, hello. And this is our start line, this big tree here that transit van has just driven past. So that's our track, or what will be the test track for the show. And yeah, we're just basically going to go hot lapping around it, setting a couple of lap times. That's pretty much it. And this Polaris EP 1000, whatchamacallit, actually has the honour, if you can even call it that, of going around the track first. So what I will do, that did it a lot quicker than I was originally anticipating. But what I am going to do is I'm going to disappear, I'm going to rifle through my in-game garage, have a look to see what cars I want to send around, and we will bang out some laps. So stay tuned. Okay, so as stated previously, this is going to be the first car to go around the roller. This is the Polaris Razor EPS 1000. I don't have a benchmark time for these cars to beat, I would like to point out. I've selected about 5-6 cars. So, yeah. This is the first one. Here goes something. If you hear a lot of clattering and a lot of banging in the background, that's because I'm actually using a Logitech G920. As you can see there, look. Whatever reason, though, it's not registering neutral, which I guess is understandable because this thing is a single speed automatic. This should be interesting. Okay, here we go. No clutch. Handbrake. Stopwatch. Throttle. In 3, 2, 1. Go! And here comes the dreary noise. Oh, that sounds fucking awful. Down the satellite straight we go. Entry speed of... Actually, an entry speed of about 75, 76 miles per hour. Not too bad, I don't suppose. I do wish, though, that this thing had a bigger transmission. I really honestly do. This is terrifyingly awful. Brake into cabin corner. Come now, tree turn. I'm going to try and do something stupid, which is to take tree turn flat out. That was very stupid. So much so we ran a bit wide down the dirty pass. That was close. Quick jump on the brakes through the dip, through the snake. There's someone's driver tire. Get out of the way. Through the S's and onto the home stretch. Come on, car! Come on! Here it comes, and across the line. Ugh. Okay. Well, it's more than safe to say that was fucking terrifying. Yeah. That was terrifying, as I just said. Completely and utterly terrifying, and I didn't even look good doing it, which I think is probably the most depressing thing about it. Get a move on, car, come on. Anyway, so there is the end of the lap with the Polaris Razor. The next car bit of a surprise for you all. Well, I said the next car would surprise a couple of you, and I hope I haven't disappointed. This is the 2016 question mark Dodge Hellcat Challenger. This machine, this beast, has got 707 brake horsepower on tap from a supercharged 6.2 litre V8. And I love this car. I'm not gonna lie. If you know me IRL and you've talked to me about cars prior to now, then you will know that I do have a soft spot for stupid American muscle cars. Suffice to say that this is no exception. Let's see what it can do. Brake, singular downshift into fourth. That was a mistake. Very wide line through the dip. Oh god, this thing is very sketchy. Through the S's. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. How have I done that? Guys?
There's a street race that you could take part in.
No, there isn't, Anna.
Would you like me to set a route there for you?
I've mounted a rock. This is going to be a very, very tricky one to explain to the RAC. Hang on a minute. Come on. Okay. Bit of left-hand lock. No, alright. Bit of reverse. Come on. Do something. Wiggle the wheel. Look at my guy frantically go. Shit. I'm gonna have to call the RAC, aren't I? The insurance people are gonna fucking kill me. Right. Take two of what was going to be an absolutely spectacular lap of this track. No clutch, handbrake, stopwatch, throttle. 3, 2, 1, go! First turn went well, down the satellite straight, a 6th gear, here we come up to cabin corner, come on, brake, down into 3rd for cabin corner, into tree turn, again, quick jump on the brakes, oh knobs, okay, new line, through tree turn, down the dirty pass, through the dip, I managed to brake this time for it, bit of a lift through the snake, feather the throttle through the S's, and onto the home stretch, onto Greyster. Go, and across the line. Jesus, the finish line actually appeared a lot quicker than I originally anticipated. I've also just noticed where we are. Let's get out of here before Farmer Giles gets out here and kills me. Uh-oh, I've gone round the mulberry bush. Run! Come on, car. Ah! I've killed the start line! Oh. Bollocks! The next car that we're going to send around the test track is, well, as you can all see, it is something special. If you thought that Challenger Hellcat was insane, then you clearly haven't been paying attention to what the Italians have been doing in the last decade or so. This is the 2011 Lamborghini Sesto Elemento. It's built entirely out of carbon fibre. A limited number of them were made. It produces 571 horsepower and is completely and utterly insane. In fact, actually, one of the two friends that I'm going to be presenting this car show with has an absolute infatuation with this car, and to be perfectly honest, looking at it, I think we can all see why. Anyways, let's see what it can do around the track. The time it has to beat is a 1 minute 7.33 seconds, a time that the Dodge Challenger Hellcat had set. Let's see what the Sesto Elemento can do, shall we? So here we are at the start line again. Let me just quickly get the stopwatch up on my phone. There we go. Right, no clutch because it's a flappy paddle transmission. Let's see, no clutch, handbrake, stopwatch, throttle. In 3, 2, and as you can also hear, it makes a lovely noise. Excuse me. You'll have to excuse my throat as well. If I sound a bit quieter, I have been quite unwell the past couple of days with a sore throat. So yeah. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go! Bloody hell. Okay, through turn 1, it is chuffing scary. Onto the satellite straight. That's a fence. Well done, mate. Look at this. 140, 150, 160, into 6th. We're off-roading, for God's sakes. 170. Oh, brake for cabin corner. Oh, down into 3rd. Feather the throttle through there. Into tree turn. Hold it in 3rd. Fun fact, actually, tree is Welsh for 3. Down the dirty pass. Brake. Singular downshift into 4th for the dip. Lovely job. Through the snake. Oh, little bit leery on the exit. Up into 5th. Oh, God. Entirely new line through the S's. Onto grey stuff. This is going to be quick. Move! And across the line. That complete and utter wally in his Dodge Charger. I'm not being held responsible for that, but we didn't drive into Farmer Gilligan's farm. So that's always a good thing. Yeah, this car is... well, it's not a car. It's an automotive nightmare come true. And a nightmare in a good way. Put it that way. Next car. So, this next car, I'm hoping, won't really require that much of an introduction. This, what little you can see of it, because it's rapidly becoming nighttime in-game, is the 2015 Mazda MX-5 ND. It has 155 horsepower on tap, a 6-speed manual transmission, and honestly, I love this thing. I really honestly do. My dad actually had a first generation Mazda MX-5, you know, the one with the pop-up headlamps. It was a good little car. And then he got rid of it. Bit of a shame, really, but, oh well. Yes. So, let's see what it can do. I don't think it's going to be beating the lap time of the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento anytime soon, because that did a blisteringly fast lap time of a 1 minute 1.58 seconds, which is monstrously quick. And now you can hardly see the car. Fun times! I'm about to drive in all this. Yay! Talk about shit planning. Right. And yes, I am driving stick shift, which means I am using a clutch. So, let's do something and hope it works out. Clutch, handbrake, stopwatch, throttle. In 3, 2, 1. There's the car coming, balls to it, go! Okay, through turn 1, no real issues. Onto the satellite straight, there's 4th gear, there's 90, 100, 105, into 5th, 110, 115, 120, and brake for cabin corner. I braked too early, that's going to affect me. Ooh, little bit ski whiff there actually through cabin corner. Into tree turn. Go, 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 come on car, come on, come on, come on. And down the dirty pass. Here it comes. Brake, singular downshift into 3rd, dip. Lovely job through there. Through the snake, which I may or may not have cut ever so slightly. Through the S's and onto grey stuff. Come on, little car, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We're gonna have to short shift and across the line. Uh-oh. Oh, gold. Farmer Gilligan is gonna have my head. Run! Running. Running has commenced. Ooh. Come on, car. Uh-oh. Go around the mulberry. Oh, no, wait, I haven't saved it. Bollocks. If ever you need a getaway driver, do not come to me. Get someone like Taron Egerton. Or Vin Diesel. Or the guy who played Baby in Baby Driver. No, that kid, whatever his name is. All joking aside, yeah, I love this car. I'm sorry, but I do. I love this car. It's so fun, it's manoeuvrable, it's chuckable, and basically out of something this small, that's really all you need, isn't it? You just need something that's fun, something that's chuckable, and something that will get you from point A to point B with the biggest, stupidest grin on your face. And that, ladies and gentlemen, not to toot the car's own horn, is exactly what the NDMX5 does. Now, this is a car I feel may require an introduction to some people, mainly for the fact that, well, not all of you are idiots. This is the 2016 Porsche Macan Turbo. It has 400 horsepower from a 7-speed semi-automatic transmission and a 3.6, I believe I'm correct in saying, twin-turbo V6, because, well, of course it's a V6, it's Porsche. If Porsche produce anything that has an engine bigger than 6 cylinders, then you know something is amiss. As I say, I don't think it's going to beat the Sesto Elemento, not by a long shot. In fact, actually, what car was it that I was just driving? The ND. There we go. The ND MX-5 did a lap of 1 minute 13.4 seconds. And something in my gut is telling me that the Porsche is going to be able to beat that. On top of that as well, as I said, it is a 7-speed semi-automatic transmission, which means I have to use the flappy paddle shifters on my G920. It should be interesting. So here goes something. No clutch, handbrake, stopwatch, throttle. It also makes a bit of a nice noise as well, so, you know, you can't go wrong there. Anyways, 3, 2, 1. Go! Turn 1. It's satellite straight. There's 100 up into 4th. This is where the car, in theory, should shine. There's 120, 125, 130, 135. Braking at the last minute for cabin corner, which could have been a bit of a mistake. That was a bit wide with some opposite lock action. It's a tree turn. It's suppose that was an okay-ish line through there. And onto the dirty pass. There's fourth, brake, singular downshift into third for the dip. Beautiful. Through the snake. Little bit of a four-wheel power slide. Up into fourth, through the S's, and onto grey stuff. Come on. Come on, Porsche. And across the line, and yep. Hello again, Farmer Gilligan. Hello. Sorry. Might want to put a catch fence up. Yeah, overall though, for a soccer mum's car, this thing isn't actually too bad. And I think the only saving grace about that fact is the fact that, well, one, it's a Porsche, two, gets out the hole pretty quick, which is what you'd expect from a twin-turbo V6. Three, as I said, if I just hold the handbrake, doesn't make too bad a noise either. Right, this is our final car. This final car, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologise profusely for. The memes made me do it, alright? The memes made me do it. Deja vu, boy. Deja vu. I've just been to this place before. That's right, it's the 8.6 from Initial D. And it really, honestly, is the 8.6 from Initial D. As you can see, it says Fujiwara Tofu Store on the passenger side door. It's got similar rims to the car that we see in the anime. And just like the car as we see it mechanically speaking in the entirety of the first season of the anime and until the mid-season finale of Initial D's second stage, the engine is producing 150 horsepower. So both visually and mechanically, this is pretty much a spot-on replica to the 8.6 as seen in the Initial D anime and manga. Except for maybe the tinted windows. The tinted windows may or may not be asking a bit too much. Anyways, shall we see what kind of a lap time it will do? I think we should. However, before we do, I do have a lap time for the Porsche Macan. The lap time it set was a 1 minute 6.33 seconds, which I don't suppose that's too bad considering how cumbersome the vehicle is. Anyways, let's see what this lunchbox on wheels can do. I'm sorry. I have fallen down a rabbit hole. Train! Sorry. I have fallen down a rabbit hole that I can no longer crawl out of. And I apologise profusely. I can't help it. I like cars. I like anime. It's pretty obvious that I was going to like Initial D. Shut your faces. You all know you love it. Don't point a finger at me. Anyway, here we go. And of course, once again, I am driving with a clutch, which means I am using a gear stick. Do you hear that, America? It's called a gear stick, not a stick shift. Get it right. Oh dear. Right. Right, I'd better go before the Westerners arrive. Clutch, handbrake, stopwatch, throttle. In 3, 2. Come on. I know I can get this thing to spit flames. Come on. Ah. Disappointed. Anyway. 1. I think there might be something coming. Yes, there is. Sod it. Go! Oh. Deja vu. I've just been to this place before. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna say. It's the satellite straight up into 4th. There's 90. 100, 105, 110, 115, it's a fifth, 120, here comes cabin corner, braking, shit, he missed fourth gear, shit, 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 through cabin corner, and up into tree turn. Before anyone says it, no, I am not doing heel toe on my pedal set. I'm a normal human being, not Takumi Fujiwara. Anyways, oh shit, it went up into fifth. Through the snake, little bit of a power slide actually making through the turn. I'm taking liberties, I have cut the S's, and we are onto grey stuff. Come on! We are running in the 90s. And across the line. Oh, Jesus. Oh. That's quite a long way from the road. Oh, I hope Farmer Gilligan is a fan of Eurobeat. Run! Running has commenced. Oh, no! Get me out of here. Ah! There we go. Everything's fine. Brown trouser moment? What? No, that was no brown trouser moment. What are you going on about? Who are you? Whee! Damn it, Japan. Why did you make this exclusive to your country and your country only? Ugh. Why? Why did you make this car exclusive to your own country, Japan? Damn you. And don't come at me saying, oh, what about the American one? That was an AE88 Mr. Regular Explains this. Ah! And so there it was. Some footage of a very, very pretty video game captured terribly by yours truly. For those of you who are curious as to how those half-dozen cars stacked up, in 6th place was the car that was running in the 90s. It was the Toyota AE86 Sprinter Trueno with a time of 1 minute 22.65 seconds. In 5th place was the car that started off this unintended leaderboard, which was the Polaris RZR EPS 1000. 4th place, I would like to point out as well, the Polaris had a time of 1 minute 17.35 seconds. In 4th place, with a time of 1 minute 13.40, was the ND Mazda MX-5. In 3rd place, somewhat surprisingly, was the Dodge Hellcat Challenger, with a time of 1 minute 7.33 seconds. In 2nd place, just as surprisingly, was the Porsche Macan Turbo, with a time of 1 minute 6.33 seconds. Who'd have thought it? Off-road tyres and, well, no, I say off-road tyres that are more suitable for off-roading and an all-wheel drive system turned out to be quicker than a 700 horsepower supercharged monster. Who'd have thunk it, ladies and gentlemen? Who'd have thunk it? But the fastest car around the roller out of this group of 6, and to be perfectly honest, this should have really surprised no one, was the Lamborghini Sesto Elemento, which had a lap time of 1 minute 1.58 seconds. Again, not too surprised that the Sesto Elemento came out on top. But I will admit, I am a bit surprised actually in relation to the placement of the MX-5 and the AE86. Because that MX-5 was only producing 5 brake horsepower more than the 86. And yet somehow the 86 was, what was it again? It was, math, 9.25 seconds slower than the Mazda MX-5. You tell me. You tell me. Anyways, thank you all very, very much for sticking with this video. If you enjoyed it and you if you enjoyed seeing my mishaps, if you enjoyed what you saw in general, if you enjoyed hearing me swear every time we went into Farmer Gilligan's field, I still need to apologise to Farmer Gilligan for that, by the way. That is going to be a lot in fence repair costs. And lost crops as well. But of course, you know, as I say, if you enjoyed this, please do make sure to subscribe to whichever of the two channels you are watching this on. If you are watching this on my main channel, in the description there will be a link to my gaming channel. If you are watching this on my gaming channel, there will be a link to my lead channel in the description. And in the description of this video on both channels will also be a link to my podcast channel. I'm a very busy bee all of a sudden, aren't I? Suddenly running 3 channels doesn't sound like a very good idea. Anyway, so yes, that's pretty much it. Next time on one of the Forza games that myself and my 2 future co-hosts are going to be using, I don't know. I might stick with Forza Horizon 3 and try to tackle some of the cars in the Hoonigan car pack. Time will tell. But yes, until the next video, folks, whatever it may be and on whatever channel that it may be on, excuse me, I am losing my voice, something fierce. As I was saying, until the next video, which will be on God only knows what, on whichever one of my 3 channels, thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, fare thee well, guys, and I hope you all have a very lovely day. Oh, what a day! Oh, what a lovely day!